The Reuters news agency is reporting that Costco is giving most of its hourly employees a pay raise.
Costco employs over 300,000 people across its locations, and no one knows the ins and outs of what's worth buying better than they do. They see firsthand what flies off the shelves and what tends to linger untouched. So when employees give warnings about what not to buy, it's worth listening. We've gathered the most commonly avoided items. Here are 10 things Costco workers quietly urge you to skip. Let's start with something near and dear to many hearts. Coffee. Costco's Kirkland signature whole bean coffee might catch your eye with its appealing price tag, $13 for a massive 2.5-pound bag. But according to employees and longtime shoppers, this is one deal where you get exactly what you pay for. The most frequent complaint? The flavor. Many describe it as bitter, dull, or just flat, lacking the bold, smooth complexity coffee lovers crave. Even if you're not a coffee snob, the difference becomes obvious. For comparison, a pound of Starbucks house blend sells for about $11.50. More expensive per ounce, yes, but consistently delivers a better, richer brew. And here's another problem: freshness. Coffee starts losing flavor the moment it's exposed to air. With Costco's oversized bags, most people can't get through it fast enough before the beans start tasting stale. Unless you're chugging cups like a caffeine-fueled maniac, you'll probably end up dumping the last third of the bag. To be fair, Costco does partner with reputable roasters, but many agree that Kirkland beans lack the finesse and reliability of more premium brands. And if that first cup of coffee in the morning is your favorite daily ritual, why not invest in something that genuinely tastes great? Spending just a few bucks more could turn your groggy mornings into something you actually look forward to. Next up, Costco's Kirkland Rotisserie chicken salad. On paper, this seems like a slam dunk, made with the same famous rotisserie chicken that flies off the shelves every day. It should be a flavorful and easy option for busy families. But reality doesn't always match expectations. Because it's mass-produced and pre-packaged, it often sits in the refrigerated section for days. That means the texture becomes watery, the chicken loses its bite, and the heavy mayo-based dressing only makes it worse. Instead of complementing the chicken, it drowns it. Many shoppers have complained about the inconsistency too. Some batches are overly salty, others oddly bland. According to some employees, the sheer popularity of this item forces staff to rush the prep, sacrificing quality for volume. And here's the kicker: the price. At $6.99 per pound, it adds up fast. You could buy an entire rotisserie chicken for just $4.99, chop it up yourself, and make a fresher, tastier salad at home, minus the preservatives and excess mayo. Want to add celery, grapes, your favorite herbs? Go for it. The point is, Costco's chicken salad might be convenient, but if flavor and freshness matter, DIY is the way to go. Now let's talk produce, specifically Costco's organic English cucumbers. At $6.49 for a 3-pack, they look sleek and healthy, but appearances can be deceiving. These cucumbers come tightly shrink-wrapped in plastic, which traps in moisture, a recipe for sogginess and mold. Many customers report that within just a couple of days, the cucumbers become slimy or start developing spots, even when stored properly. And when it comes to taste, they're often described as watery and lacking that crisp, refreshing crunch that makes cucumbers so enjoyable. For what you're paying, you're basically getting oversized, soggy disappointment. Here's the problem: you're buying in bulk, but cucumbers don't have a long shelf life. If you can't eat all 3 in time, you're throwing money and produce away. Many shoppers on Reddit and elsewhere point out that grocery stores like Aldi or local farmers markets often have fresher, more flavorful cucumbers for less money. Plus, they're usually grown more locally, which means better quality control. If you care about freshness, flavor, and minimizing waste, it might be better to skip the Costco pack and buy your veggies in smaller, more manageable portions elsewhere. Because sometimes, less really is more. You might be thinking soda is a safe bulk buy, and those giant 30-can packs of Coke Minis seem like a sweet deal, right? Not so fast. There's more to it than meets the eye. Those giant 30-can packs of soda at Costco might look like an unbeatable deal, but employees and savvy shoppers alike say, think twice. While the bulk price seems appealing at first glance, especially for Coca-Cola mini cans or similar products, it's often not the bargain it appears to be. Many local grocery stores, especially during holiday periods or seasonal promotions, offer 12 packs at steep discounts that beat Costco's per-can pricing hands down. Deal hunters know to keep an eye out and buy soda when it's truly on sale, not just big in quantity. Then there's the issue of consumption. Having a massive stash of soda at arm's reach makes it far too easy to drink more than you normally would, without even realizing it. The convenience of always having a cold can nearby turns into temptation, and that increased sugar intake isn't doing your health or waistline any favors. Plus, let's be honest, most of us don't need 30 cans of cola staring at us from the fridge. And if you're someone who prefers variety, bulk soda packs won't make you happy. Most come in a single flavor, so unless you're a die-hard cola fan, you'll probably grow bored halfway through. While there are mixed flavor packs available, they're not common. And even when they are, you're still stuck with dozens of cans of soda that take up a serious amount of fridge or pantry space. For many households, storage is already limited. Adding a mountain of cans doesn't help. In short, unless you're throwing a party or stocking up for an event, it's usually smarter to grab a smaller pack when it's on sale and enjoy your fizzy fix without the bulk, the clutter, or the extra calories. Now, let's head to the cheese aisle. Ever seen those enormous wheels of Parmigiano Reggiano at Costco and thought, wow, that would be amazing for wine night? Well, unless you're planning to feed an army, employees advise putting that thought on hold. Costco's cheese wheels are undeniably impressive, both in size and quality. But here's the problem. They're simply not practical for most people. These wheels are massive and expensive. And while they make a great visual statement, they're tough to store and even harder to finish. Cheese, even the hard-aged kind, starts to dry out or grow mold once it's been opened. That's especially true if it's not stored properly or consumed quickly. And unless you're shaving fresh Parmesan daily or cooking for a crowd, the chances are high that most of it will go to waste. Employees have noted that many customers regret the purchase shortly after realizing that they can't possibly get through that much cheese in a reasonable time. In fact, these wheels are better suited for restaurants, caterers, or big events than your average household. If you're a cheese lover, you're better off picking smaller wedges in varied flavors. This gives you a better range of taste, keeps things fresh, and avoids turning your fridge into a cheese graveyard. Next, let's shift focus to laundry. Kirkland's Signature. Ultra Clean detergent packs sell for around $30 for 152 pods, which seems like a great deal, until you start using them. Numerous users have complained that these pods don't fully dissolve in energy-efficient washers. Instead of clean clothes, you're left with sticky residue on your fabrics. That's frustrating enough, but it can also damage your washer in the long run. The formula is also a common complaint. Many customers say the fragrance is overpowering and causes skin irritation, particularly for those with allergies or sensitivities. Reddit threads and review sites are filled with frustrated shoppers who had to rewash loads, troubleshoot residue buildup, or even switch back to more expensive brands just to feel confident their clothes were actually clean. While saving a few bucks up front is tempting, you might end up paying more in water, electricity, and time, let alone wear and tear on your machine. And if skin sensitivity is a concern, you're better off choosing name brand pods like Tide or Gain. They cost a bit more, but deliver consistent performance, gentler formulas, and peace of mind. Even Costco's own liquid detergents receive better reviews than the pods. So if you want real value, you might want to skip the bulk pack and go for quality over quantity. Now onto a staple product in nearly every Costco cart, Kirkland's signature bath tissue. On the surface, it's a fantastic deal. You get 30 jumbo rolls for under $20, about 66 cents per roll. That easily beats the price of major brands like Charmin or Quilted Northern. But the savings may not be worth the trade-offs. First, there's the comfort issue. Despite its popularity, many customers find Kirkland toilet paper to be thin, scratchy, and rough. Some compare it to budget store brand options in both texture and durability. That means you're likely to use more sheets each time, which cancels out the initial savings pretty quickly. Second, and more importantly, is the plumbing problem. Kirkland bath tissue tends to break down slower than premium options. That's bad news for anyone with older pipes or septic systems. There have been countless reports from customers dealing with clogged toilets, blocked pipes, or septic tank issues, all traced back to Kirkland's tissue. And suddenly, those 30 rolls cost you a lot more when you add a plumber's bill to the equation. The takeaway? If comfort and plumbing safety matter in your home, you may want to spend a little more upfront and opt for a gentler, more efficient brand. Because saving a couple of bucks shouldn't come with a risk of flooding your bathroom. And finally, let's talk batteries. Costco's Kirkland Signature Alkaline A batteries seem like a bargain, especially compared to name brands like Duracell. But employees warn that the savings come with a price. These batteries are notorious for leaking, especially when left in devices for an extended period. Shoppers have reported damage to remote controls, toys, flashlights, and even electronics after Kirkland batteries corroded inside the devices. Costco does offer a satisfaction guarantee, and you can often return products that get damaged. But by that point, the harm is done. If the leak ruins your device, the low price of the battery no longer matters. For items you use occasionally or that stay in storage for a while, name brand batteries are safer and more reliable. In the end, a few dollars saved on batteries could cost you a lot more if your favorite gadget is ruined. So if you're powering anything you care about, stick with trusted brands. Next up, another item that looks convenient on the surface but often leads to waste. Costco's prepackaged salad mixes. Take the organic Mediterranean salad, for example. If you're short on time and want a ready-to-go healthy meal, it sounds ideal. But employees and experienced shoppers know this product is often more trouble than it's worth. Why? Spoilage. Salad greens are delicate by nature, and when you buy them in Costco-sized quantities, they can start to wilt, get slimy, or lose their crispness quickly, often within just a few days. Even if you store them properly, the moment that seal is broken, the countdown begins. Unless you're feeding a large family or eating salad multiple times per day, there's a good chance you'll end up tossing a good portion. Another issue? Uneven freshness. Some shoppers have reported finding greens that are already close to expiration at the time of purchase. Employees on Reddit have confirmed that, due to high volume and long shelf time, these salads don't always rotate as quickly as you'd think. And even if you manage to finish the entire pack, eating the same salad every day gets old fast. especially if it includes toppings or dressings you're not even crazy about. There's also the pricing factor. Prepackaged salad mixes typically cost more per ounce than buying loose greens and customizing your own mix at home. So, while the convenience is tempting, the freshness, flexibility, and savings often just aren't there. Finally, let's address one of the most hyped items in Costco's meat department, the USDA Prime, or American Wagyu steaks. They look incredible. Beautiful marbling, thick cuts, ready for the grill. But employees caution that these premium steaks aren't always the win they appear to be. The first issue is size. Costco sells these steaks in large multi-packs, and unless you're cooking them all within a couple of days or have freezer space to spare, you're taking a risk. Shoppers frequently report that the fridge life is shorter than expected, leading to panic cooking or even spoiled meat. Sure, you can freeze them, but not everyone has the freezer space or wants to go through the hassle of defrosting high-end steaks on a weeknight. And, despite the bulk price, you're not always getting the best value per steak. Local butchers and even grocery stores often offer similar or better prices per pound, plus more flexibility. You can buy just what you need and try different cuts without committing to 4 of the same thing. Bottom line, unless you're planning a special dinner or a big event, skip the bulk steak packs and go for fresher, smaller portions elsewhere. It's more practical and often more delicious. So, what's the big takeaway here? These insider tips aren't just casual opinions. They're golden advice from the people who see what works and what gets returned every single day. Costco is an amazing place to save money, but only if you know how to shop smart. That means resisting the urge to buy something just because it's in bulk or looks like a deal. Instead, focus on real value, quality, longevity, and practicality. Your cart doesn't have to be overflowing. It just needs to be filled with the right stuff. If this video helped you shop smarter, do me a favor. Leave a comment with your worst Costco regret or best insider tip. Smash that like button if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more brutally honest breakdowns and wallet-saving wisdom every single week. Thanks for watching. And next time you're walking those Costco aisles, shop like an insider, not a rookie.